well, Taurus Nation. Let's dive right into this reading. Let me start off by giving you a trigger warning and letting you know that there's going to be some material in this reading that might be very difficult to hear. You know, there might be some sensitive subject matter. And if you don't feel like you're in the headspace to maybe hear about sensitive subjects, then here's your opportunity to click off the video. Otherwise, let's get right into this. Go ahead and begin the shuffle. Please keep in the back of your mind that this is general. And even though I'm calling this a 7-day forecast, understand that time is fluid. Not everything happens at the same time for everyone. Listen to this with an open mind. Let's dive right into it. Again, I feel hurried. And you must be dealing with an Aries because I got the same type of energy for the Aries nation. There was a song that the spirit guides gave me for the Aries nation that was talking about slow down. So I feel like this could be you. You could be driving fast. You could be dealing with an Aries, of course, or you have this in your chart. You're driving too fast, or you're moving too fast. You speak too fast. You're moving too fast through life, and it feels like your guides are trying to get you to slow your pace. Song says, "'Cause I can't take the heat." Maybe it's hot where you are. Maybe it's hot where you are. Maybe you might be going for a swim. I don't know, you're taking swimming lessons, you diving into a relationship. Maybe you're moving too fast in a relationship. Maybe you're moving kind of fast because maybe you got a caffeine addiction. Are you drinking a lot of coffee? I don't know, do you have a coffee addiction? Because it kind of feels like it. I think that you got some anxiety and depression. I think you're worried maybe about a work situation. Looks like you might have a third party at work. Or if it's not a third party at work, it feels like there might be people at work that are getting on your nerves, harassing you. Okay, because it looks like there's a Libra maybe. It looks like you're being watched at work. Or you got co-workers that are really keeping an eye on you. Or this could be you watching somebody in particular. Yep. What am I reading for, Taurus? Maybe you're Taurus, Gemini. You're not on the cusp. Yes, you are. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, Gemini. Or you are the Taurus dealing with an air sign. Yeah, you're definitely being watched. Or you're definitely keeping an eye on somebody. Or this is like your guide saying keep an eye on your mental health. Because it looks like maybe you might be thinking about getting some counseling about having to do with that anxiety and depression. It's Gemini. You're being watched by a Gemini, or you're watching a Gemini. You might be having some back pain. Maybe you might be thinking about going to the chiropractor, Taurus. Maybe you do this professionally. Maybe you are in the medical field. Maybe you're an acupuncturist. You could be thinking about going under the knife. You definitely have an enemy. Goodness. Your enemy is an air sign. Or you have animosity with an air sign. It just keeps coming up, and then you got a fire sign. You have a pet. Because it looks like you could possibly be really good with animals, Taurus. Maybe you're adopting a pet. Maybe you work with animals. Oh, yeah. I think you have a lot of stuff going on with you this week emotionally. You're drowning, it feels like, in a lot of work. Or a lot of expectations. There might be a lot of pressure on you. And that's what I mean by going to get some type of help having to do with this anxiety, this depression. Because it looks like your guides are trying to get you to see something about that. They're trying to get you to be proactive about this. Whatever this is that you're having anxiety and depression about, it feels like this is a temporary thing. It feels like whatever you're dealing with right now, Aries, this will pass. There's a lot to bear here, a lot of emotions to bear. I think you have a lot on your shoulders. Some of you are being watched by another Taurus. There's a Capricorn, and there's also an Aquarius. Oh. I think some of you are getting some advice from some people, and I think some people might be giving you some bad advice. Let's look at this. Oh my gosh, Taurus, this is so extra already. I will say this, Taurus, right off the bat, it feels like somebody's looking for you. Searching for you, watching you. I don't know, somebody could be searching you up on the internet, or like I said, you're being watched. This could be somebody searching for you. I don't know what this is yet, so bear with me. I do see some issues here with finances. We're going to look at that in a minute. You have a twin flame, it feels like, Taurus. I think that you're connected to somebody emotionally. Maybe this is your children. Maybe you feel like you have a child that's wrapped around. Somebody might feel like they have you wrapped around their finger. It's an ex. So maybe you're not getting along with an ex, because it definitely looks like there's tension between you and someone. There's issues here with trust. This could be amongst family members, or this is somebody that you built a family with. Like I think you're experiencing trust issues. Unrelated to this situation. Maybe it is related. King's Chief Secretary. See how he's tucking this paper away? And then you got on over here, bribe. Somebody's bribing somebody to maybe keep information hidden about something. Corrupt official. So something could be going on in government, possibly. Somebody's bribing somebody for something here, having to do possibly with paperwork or some type of important document. Random, I don't know. Anyway, that might be why somebody's watching somebody. Somebody's bribing somebody for some reason. Okay. We're going to see how this all ties in, because it's definitely coming out in the reading. I think you're in separation from someone. A song that the spirit guides are also giving me is a song by Kid Cudi called Day and Night. And I think that maybe you're thinking about something day and night. Thinking about someone. It also says the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. So I don't know. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that has an addiction. Maybe you're freeing your mind at night, because I do see the moon here. Maybe you're very nocturnal. Maybe this is when the wheels of your mind start turning. And maybe this is why maybe you might have a difficult time getting to sleep. Are you worried about aging? Because it looks like, Taurus, I don't know, like you might be trying to stay young, youthful. You have an ancestor of yours, a passed on loved one that's passing the torch to you. You might have an elder of yours that is a spiritualist. It might be passing down knowledge to you or some type of gift to you. This feels like this is a spiritual gift. Let's see. Let me see what's going on with relationships. Let me see if I can keep things kind of, consistent in one subject. And that's what I mean. It feels like that's what's going on in your mind. You're from one situation to the next thought, to the next thought, to the next thought. It feels like your thoughts are not connected. That's what I mean. Somebody is looking for you. Are you missing in action in some type of way? Maybe you're dealing with somebody in law enforcement, or the military. Ooh, what? You are dealing with an Aries. Didn't I say slow down? This is exactly what your guides are trying to get you to do. Taurus Nation, slow down, surrender, break to enjoy the beauty around you. And then I'm hearing Michael Jackson, working day and night. That's what I mean. There's something about this day and night connection. Maybe you feel like you and your twin flame, you and your partner are complete opposites. You feel like maybe you guys are like day and night. But definitely there's something, your guides are trying to get you to slow your pace, Taurus Nation, and surrender. Maybe there's something that you're looking for, something that you're trying to create or to bring into your life, to manifest. And your guides are telling you, let go. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. I think that there is something that you're waiting for, something that you're trying to manifest. You're trying to bring something into reality. And again, your guides are saying, slow down. It may take time for something to unfold or to unravel. I'm not sure what we're talking about yet. And I do feel like it might have something to do with a cycle. Maybe you feel like you keep going around in circles. Maybe you feel like you're repeating the same cycles. Perhaps this is with family, or with people, or with friendships. Maybe you feel like you're putting your foot in your mouth, or maybe somebody might feel this way about you. I guess the point that I'm trying to make, having to do with family and friends and people that are around you, I think you might be rethinking your friendships. Unless this is you maybe no longer being in hermit mode and maybe going out and making friends. It feels like you're deliberately isolating yourself from people. But for some of you, I think that it's for a reason. I think that maybe you've gotten some clarity about some people that are around you, people that maybe you have let get close to you, and people that you've called a friend. I think that somebody may have shown you that, I don't know, that maybe their heart wasn't in it. Because it looks like you're having tension with someone. And whatever it is that you're thinking about, your guides are saying it's a yes. Yeah, it looks like there's tension between amongst family members, or a family member in particular. Maybe you're moving away. Maybe you're moving out. You might be thinking about moving out. Or there's been a lot of false promises, a lot of false hope, a lack of commitment having to do with a particular relationship. You might be thinking about getting counseling, or speaking to a third party to diagnose your relationship to see where you guys are going wrong. Okay, it feels like the tension has something to do with betrayal. Somebody feels betrayed. Someone feels betrayed. Somebody feels, again, this whole cycle situation. Maybe something significant happened and played out this summer. Or you could be dealing with a Leo or a Cancer that could be significant to the situation. Anyway, I think that you might have some type of inkling here having to do with maybe your intuition. Maybe your intuition told you that something was going on. And I think that with this Ten of Swords, you have found out about something, or you might be finding out about something. And I think whatever you find out about might disappoint you. Yeah? Or maybe you did. Maybe you found out about something online, or you found out something about a friend. Yeah, it looks like somebody's hurt. And maybe they're having to make a decision. It looks like somebody would like to bring an offer or give you some type of an apology, but they're not sure. Somebody doesn't know where they stand with you, and they have a lot of guilt. The thing is, this person is hiding away in their ego. That's what I mean. And I think that somebody is thinking about you, or thinking about something day and night. To the point that maybe somebody is, smoking or entertaining some type of an addiction. Somebody's thinking about something, thinking about you day and night, or thinking about something in particular day and night. You're on somebody's mind. And it feels as though somebody has a lot of different thoughts in their head. There are a lot of what-if thoughts. They might feel like they need advice from the people around them about what to do. But I promise you, there's people around you, or whatever the case is, somebody's giving somebody bad advice. Okay? And that might be what's creating this cycle. Again, situation with animals. I mean, are you adopting a pet? Maybe you're a veterinarian. Maybe you have a gift when it comes to pets. Your car, though, it feels like, random side note, it feels like you might need to service your car or put fluids into your vehicle. You are rethinking your job. I definitely see that. So back to this whole thing about rethinking your relationships. I think somebody may have said something in anger. Maybe things were tense between you and someone, and somebody got a bit heated. And yeah, they are. It looks like somebody's really grieving over something. Somebody's really hurting over something that somebody did or said. And so yeah, somebody may have said something out of their own insecurity. And the other person is holding on to this, harboring resentment. So whatever this is, Aries Nation, I guess the warning from your guides is to control your anger. Because there could be some type of confrontation. Something could be mounting and building up. And maybe, I don't know, if this is either your guide saying maybe it's time to confront an issue and get to the heart of the matter. Or there could possibly be some type of needless confrontation. And yeah, somebody, if you did already have this, it feels like somebody is feeling very guilty about something. Guilty to the point that they're thinking about this day and night. Somebody might be thinking about asking forgiveness. Let me see. Are they going to come forward? Because it looks like they're not right now. They're just thinking about it. They're in their head about the, yeah, somebody has a lot of regret, especially if somebody walked away. Maybe you feel like this is somebody that walks away when you're talking to them, or you're trying to, you know, convey how you really feel, and they walk away. Yeah, I think that both of you are at a standoff, and I think that both of you might be playing the waiting game. I think that somebody might be slow to return. Maybe this is what you're looking at. Right? Slow down and relax. And the answer here is to surrender. Maybe you are waiting for somebody to return to the picture. And your guys are saying divine timing. Somebody might make you feels like maybe they want you to chase them, or they just don't want to be the one to make the first move, especially a Virgo. They don't want to look like a chump. They don't want to look like a fool if they were to be the first one to break the ice. So I think somebody's going to be waiting for you. The reason being, excuse me, Taurus Nation, is I think that they're overthinking everything, every move that they make. So yeah, there's a possibility that I don't know, maybe you guys might get to a place where you're able to move on from this situation. Because I do see a reunion. It feels like somebody might be coming back to try to work things out with you. And if you haven't heard from someone in a minute, it feels like maybe they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulder, that they're shouldering right now. And, you know, maybe they're just kind of like in their own world right now. But it feels like there really is somebody that's thinking about you amidst the silence. Maybe this is your baby's mom that we're talking about. I birth fruitful and sacred assignments. There's a baby here. There's a birth of a baby. So there could be baby news. Somebody might have a baby on the way. That's what this is. This is some type of dishonesty. That's what this Ten of Swords is about. Somebody was dishonest about something. You do have anxiety, it feels like, Taurus. It feels like you might have anxiety about maybe the truth being seen or found out because you were dishonest about something, or somebody was dishonest about you. That's what I mean. If this is you being dishonest about something, there's some type of confrontation. Okay? Or this is somebody like trying to avoid confrontation. It's like somebody does want to make peace with this situation, but doesn't want the drama attached to this. And I think somebody is anxious. They're nervous about coming to you about something. And it's like somebody doesn't feel like they can be honest. This is what somebody's nervous about, is to be honest about something. Either to be honest with themselves about something, or to be honest with you about something. It's like somebody Somebody felt the need to lie about something, maybe out of embarrassment. Somebody was trying to maybe avoid embarrassment and they lied. Or maybe somebody's looking for social acceptance. Or maybe somebody's trying to lie to protect somebody. You see that troubled look on his face? With this bride back here and this corrupt official. There's some type of lie. There's somebody that's been dishonest about something. Maybe to protect somebody else. So maybe in this situation, maybe that is the case. Whatever the case is, whatever the details are, it feels like trust has been broken between you and someone, and somebody feels guilty about it. A friend, a family member. Trust your intuition the first time. Because I think that your intuition may have told you, Taurus Nation, that maybe somebody was not who you thought they were. Or, you know, maybe your intuition told you that somebody was going to be dishonest about something. And for some of you, this is a child. It's because, or whoever this is, it's like somebody doesn't feel like they can be honest with you or you're going to go off. Now, for some of you, the betrayal has something to do with a secret love affair. So you got shadow dance and you have this couple back here. There's definitely some type of temptation that might be getting ready to go down. Somebody could be bribing somebody to be quiet and not say anything about it. But that's what I'm saying. For some of you, this is something that you find out about this week. That somebody has a side relationship. They got a wife or a baby's mom. And they're cheating on somebody here. And that's the truth that's going to be seen about something. Yeah, that somebody's not committed. I think that some of you might be rethinking your job. Maybe you might be thinking about, I'm hearing freelance. All right, Holy Spirit, show me Taurus. Maybe you might be thinking about doing some type of freelance work. Or going to school. Live in the desert. Taurus. Kind of get a dry skin situation here. Maybe you have dry skin. Maybe you have some type of issue with your skin. You might have an issue with your skin. Psoriasis, eczema. Yeah, your guys are trying to get you to eat healthier. It doesn't look like you're interested in that, Taurus. Possibly. You're getting some type of dental surgery. Looks like you're getting something done with your teeth. But yeah, it doesn't look like you want to eat healthier because your guys are definitely trying to show you, Taurus, eat better. It looks like something's going on with teeth. Can you see that? Cavities. I think you're having some type of dental work done. Possibly. I feel like you might be thinking about going to school, furthering your education, or you are currently in school. Maybe that's something that you're thinking about when it comes to your career. You got some transitions that are getting ready to take place. Maybe you're worried that somebody's going to transition and pass on. I don't know. Looks like there's a move. There's a need to move. You're definitely lost in the past. Overthinking your choices. Because it looks like you've got some decisions on the table to make, Taurus. But I think that you're not making a move. Because you're overthinking everything. That's what I mean, death. Did you lose somebody? Day and night. Overthinking something. I think you are depressed. I think you are sad about something. I think something may have happened and it has really put a damper on your thinking. Your vibration is low right now. I think your guides are saying whatever the situation is, I think that they don't want you to overthink it. I think that they want you to see the silver lining in it. Because it looks like something may have happened, but it definitely happened for a reason. You could be thinking about collaborating with someone. or this could definitely be some type of assistance coming to you. Because it does look like maybe, I don't know, I'm hearing support group. Maybe somebody might be coming to try to work with you, or get some, have some type of partnership with you. I think you might have some court issues. You or somebody around you. I don't know, I'm hearing stand your ground. For some reason, this makes me think about the law, stand your ground. That's what I mean, and you got death here. Maybe somebody could be going to court because of a legal issue. Maybe there's some legal issues surrounding somebody's passing. I don't know, maybe that's what brings you to court about something here. I don't know. Maybe there really is a need to stand up for something though. Let's see. What is this? You have a ticket, Taurus, that you need to pay on. You or somebody around you. Possibly. It looks like you're on your bike. Or maybe this is you. Maybe you are getting more sunlight. Maybe you're going outdoors. Maybe you're getting more exercise. Somebody has daddy issues. Somebody's dad could be coming to visit them this week, this next 7 days. If not in the flesh, where, let's say if your dad is passed on, since we see this death card here, or whomever this is, it feels like issues, but we're going to speak about dad issues. Maybe this is something that maybe you need to put to rest or deal with, because it feels like if it's not physically, where your dad is not visiting in the flesh, or he's not visiting in the spirit, if he has passed on, it feels like there's issues surrounding your father that are coming up. There's a father that may be regretting some things, maybe some time that he missed with his children. A Virgo. Maybe your dad is a Virgo, or your baby's dad is a Virgo. This could be a father thinking about his child day and night, or a mistakes day and night. You might have a Leo child or a Pisces child. Yeah. I think that maybe you grew up without a father. You may have been raised by a single mother. Somebody has a drinking addiction. That's what I mean. It feels like somebody, either you or someone around you, self-medicates. Sagittarius shows up heavily to the reading. If it's not self-medicating through alcohol, then it feels like it's through some other means of addiction, overconsumption of something. It's like somebody wants to feel safe. Is your home threatened? And that's what I mean. Like, it looks like you're moving, or you don't like the place that you live, and maybe you're uprooting. But whatever the case is, like I said, issues surrounding father, dad issues are going to be front and center. A visit from your father, or this is, like I said, whether your father is in the afterlife or here on this earth, issues surrounding your father are going to be very relevant. Oh, okay, so I guess we're back to the school situation. You might be thinking about taking classes, furthering your education in some type of way, or maybe you're a seeker of knowledge. Maybe, I don't know, like you're studying for something, state boards. You're in some type of emotional pain about something. That's what I mean. Like, you're thinking about something over and over again. So I think that the lesson here was self-love. You got 3 of Swords talking about emotional pain and repetition. Didn't we just talk about day and night? You're thinking about something over and over again. So I think that this is going to be a time for you to sit with your emotions to figure out what the root cause is. 9 times out of 10, it's because of a lack of a father figure. Either you grew up with a lack of one, or it has something to do with your children. If you have 0 children, then this might have something to do with children or family members that are around you. This week, I almost said Libra. I think some of you are dealing with your opposite sign. There's a new project. So maybe this is where you're collaborating with someone. I think that maybe you're putting some plans together, making preparations for something here. You're working on something. Maybe you're getting something started. Maybe you're getting to a place where you're feeling very motivated. I think that you're going to be thinking very strategically about your next move. Or this is your guide saying, take some time for reflection, Taurus Nation, to figure out what your next moves are going to be, especially in terms of your career. Because it feels like maybe you haven't completely settled on what you would like to do professionally. You might be thinking it through. Maybe about whether or not to stay with a traditional job or to do something, kind of non-traditional. Like maybe working for yourself, working from home, possibly Taurus. I think you're going to be making some strong decisions about that. Definitely going to the coffee shop a lot. I can't help but to see that. Either you work at the coffee shop or you're going to the coffee shop a lot. Maybe you're starting a franchise. Or you're studying at the coffee shop. I see a lot of conflict around you. There's some type of argument, difference of opinion that you're having with someone. If you're directly involved, maybe that's why I'm seeing this methodical approach here. If you're directly involved with this conflict, your guides are saying choose your words carefully. Keep your anger in check. Because it feels like there's... goodness, I can't say leave your emotions out of it. But I think that there may be a conversation that you're having with someone that might cause you to have to put your emotions on the back burner in order to be able to listen. I don't know. I feel like this is like an emotionally charged situation that you have with someone, or you want to talk to somebody, but you feel like it's going to go left. That's what I mean. It feels like somebody's trying to avoid conflict or avoid drama. Yep. Defensiveness. I think maybe you communicate with someone, or there's conflict with somebody that you feel is defensive. Or maybe somebody feels that you are. And maybe you feel like somebody does not hear you out. Or when you talk to them, like I was saying before, somebody is overly dramatic, defensive, overtalks them. So there may be a conversation, the methodical approach, okay? It feels like there's going to be a need to choose your words carefully about something, Taurus. Having to do with you, your children, or family members that are around you. Because somebody that you're dealing with is very stubborn. You might feel, both of you might be very headstrong, and it's just difficult to communicate. And I promise you, somebody's afraid to, communicate, because the other might feel like somebody is so in their ego. Yeah, it feels like somebody just always wants to be right. But at the same time, it feels like somebody just wants to be heard. So there's somebody that feels like it's very difficult to get their point across. And it might be necessary in this situation to acknowledge the other person's feelings first, even if you disagree with what they're saying. Somebody may need to stand their ground. They're afraid to talk, or they feel like they're not going to be heard. There's going to be a need to stand up for yourself in some way or shape or form. I think somebody's procrastinating on maybe getting back to you. Or this is you. There's some distractions that are eating up your time, or addictions to TV, addictions to whatever, some form of distraction or self-medication that's keeping you from getting to the root of the issue. This is what I mean. Counseling, anxiety, fear. It feels like you might be getting to the root issue of that. I think that this has been a very challenging week for you. Or maybe last week was, or maybe just period, this entire year. Maybe it's been feeling like an uphill climb. I think you've had some obstacles, but I do feel Taurus Nation, that there's going to be success that comes out on the other side if you continue to move forward. You're really hurt about something. That's what I mean. I don't think that somebody sees how hurt somebody really is about something. And this is why they're pulling away. Because they need some type of change. Change of pace, change of scenery. It's like somebody feels the need to like back away from this connection. While the other one might feel like somebody's holding the past against them. Somebody is lost in a lot of self-deception. They deceive themselves in a lot of ways. Maybe this is why I'm saying this denial, surrender, this denial here. Like somebody just doesn't want to see the part that they played. They don't want to acknowledge any type of guilt or culpability in this situation. I promise you, there's some type of pregnancy. There's some pregnancy news here. I think you could definitely be, there is a need to maybe get away by yourself. To go by yourself. Maybe you might be going fishing or you're going on some type of an outing. It might be necessary for you to get outdoors. Or this is like a change of pace. Like maybe you're in the desert and maybe you want to go someplace where, I don't know, to the ocean. Maybe you're traveling or you're going on a road trip. Well, your guides here are very adamant about you listening to your intuition. I honestly feel like this might have something to do with the fact that maybe you're highly gifted when it comes to your intuition. Maybe some of you are. Others of you, I think that your guides want you to be aware of any gut feelings here having to do with something or somebody around you. Your guides are really encouraging you to look closely at something. Got the same thing for Gemini. So I promise you there's an air sign that shows up in this reading who could no doubt be a Gemini. Does not have to be a Gemini sun, but we got the star card here. This could no doubt be an Aquarius, and we've got Libra that shows up. Use your intuition about maybe some business decisions that you're making or who you allow around you. Because it just feels like that, like maybe you haven't been too selective about people. I guess this looks like maybe, I don't know, you're a people pleaser maybe, Taurus. You're trying to make everybody happy around you. But I think that something is causing you to go through some type of emotional roller coaster. Or this is just you cycling through many emotions in one day. Like, I mean, moody, happy, sad, crying. You know what I mean? It feels like you're from here, there, and everywhere when it comes to your thinking or your feeling. Your confidence level. It feels like your guides are trying to get you to maybe be more confident about maybe something that you offer or some type of talent that you have, or get you to be more confident when it comes to your intuition and listening to your gut feeling when it comes to people that are around you. You don't have to defend yourself in some type of way. I don't know if this is physical. This feels like it's more mental and spiritual than anything, because it looks like for some of you, you could be under some type of spiritual attack. And this is definitely where you're attacking somebody possibly, because the reading can always go reverse. You're attacking, somebody feels attacked by you, or there's some type of spiritual attack here. Possibly having to do with another Taurus or another earth sign. Yeah, somebody does want peace. Maybe with a Leo. When it comes to your money, your career, okay, let's talk about your money situation for a second. Because it looks like maybe that could be where you're having some type of anxiety. Maybe money is a little bit out of your grasp. You know, cash flow problems here. I do think that you have, what do you call this? Body image issues. So I don't know, maybe you're making some type of lifestyle changes. Maybe you're working out more. Whatever this is, because it does feel like maybe you're going through some temporary issues. This could have something to do with your money. Wow, your guides are definitely telling you to get out and have some more fun. Because it looks like you're stuck in the house all the time. Or stuck at work all the time. I think that you might find yourself this week in a little bit of a financial pinch. A little bit of a financial bind. And it might have something to do with bills. Maybe a majority of your bills go towards your home. your bills, a majority of your money, your paycheck, your income. The term house poor, maybe you're putting a lot of money or finances into your home, the place that you live. It's either that you're dissatisfied with where you are and you want to move, or maybe you want to do some upgrades with your house, with your living situation, something here. Anyway, that's what I mean. You got some type of talent. And I think that you might be putting that talent to use. It feels like there's a connection, a correlation here. Whatever your talents are, you're putting that to use. I think you're going to be using your talents to make money or to figure out a financial situation. Maybe you have a side hustle that maybe you might be picking up and putting your energy into. But this could definitely be your guides encouraging you to look at your income, look at your, what am I trying to say? Debt to bills ratio or debt to income ratio. What am I trying to say? Thank you. Yeah, a side hustle. For some of you, maybe you might be thinking about starting your own business, or this is you maybe maybe making some type of a side income. Maybe you might be thinking about doing this full time, because it does feel like some of you might be thinking about stepping away from your primary job and maybe putting a lot of energy into a side hustle. Maybe you could be networking. Maybe this could be word of mouth. Because it looks like there's some opportunities waiting for you as it pertains to your talents. You might be putting your talents to good use. Whatever it is, maybe there in the beginning of the 7 days, you're having some financial issues. By the end of the week, it feels like you're able to figure that out. Or if you are, we're talking about a creative project or something that you're putting your energy into. Yeah, I see money picking up for you. But at the same time, in the background of your situation, it feels like you might need to get a hold of some overspending. Because it feels like towards the beginning of the week, maybe you were expecting some money to come in, and maybe it was a little less. Maybe it didn't cover all the bills that you had, right? Maybe some major bills didn't get paid, or you're worried about that. I think that your guys really are trying to get you to stick to a budget, because it looks like you're having a lot of ups and downs and a lot of rockiness with your money. I think you might be looking at another avenue of income or a different way of making some money. Yeah, I think maybe because you made some issues, maybe you're looking at some mistakes that you made in the past having to do with your financial situation. It's making you feel a bit unsure about what to do with a financial decision that you're making right now. Yeah, with work, I think you might be exploring your options. Some of you might be out of money, or money is slowing down if you own your own business. It's just kind of slow coming in. And your guys are trying to get you to be careful of debt, putting yourself in debt. I don't know if this is you trying to keep up with the Joneses, possibly. But your guys are trying to encourage you to maybe, like I said, get a hold of some type of overspending. Not a good time to borrow too much. Not, I think your guys are trying to get you to be mindful of amassing so much debt. There might be some debts that maybe you might need to be worked out. Maybe you might be getting an extension. But I think that whatever this is, if you're having cash flow issues, not all of you, but some of you might be creating stories in your head and, blowing stuff out of proportion mentally about your situation. It looks like you got some good news coming in. For some of you, I did mention a childbirth. You could be going to a baby shower, or this could be baby news around you. This could be a new job. Maybe you're worried about somebody's health, and maybe you might be finding out that somebody's health, somebody might be making an improvement. But I think you might be having some personality clashes with people that you work with, because it looks like there's some people around you work-wise that are not trustworthy, or they might feel this way about you, and this might create a downward spiral. Maybe you might get lost when it comes to your motivation with work, and you know, because of a lot of things that are going on. Because it looks like you're trying to improve your financial situation. You're very busy, or you're trying to be very consistent and disciplined. This might create some distractions. And it does feel like you're being very silent about what you're going through. You're keeping it to yourself. I think that this is where you're feeling challenged. But definitely, it feels like somewhere around you looks are deceiving. You're being deceived somewhere in your environment, work environment, relationships, wherever there's some type of deception. And this is definitely the connection here where your guides are saying, listen to your intuition. You might be walking away from certain people. Promise you, it feels as though some of you might have some type of musical talent. You write music, you sing, you dance. Maybe you're a performer. So maybe this is your guide saying get out and have more fun, or put some energy into a hobby. That's what I mean. I think you're home all the time. I think you're a homebody. And I think this is your guides, like I said, go out and have more fun. Royal audience. Maybe you do something, like I said, a dancer, a performer. Maybe you are an influencer of some type. Maybe you do something online. I think you're procrastinating on something because of a lack of confidence. What is this with this audience situation? Whomever this is that you're involved with, if you are, we're going to go into this in a minute, singles. If you were wondering if that's who you're dealing with, your guides are saying it's a yes. Somebody's completely immature, does not want to commit, is not serious about a relationship. But back to this whole thing about talents, okay? That's what I mean. I think you might be doing something online in front of an audience. I think you could even be meeting up with somebody at brunch. That's what I mean. Unhealthy relationships. With work, yes. Especially if you work with somebody that you are in a relationship with, a romantic relationship with. Maybe you have unhealthy relationships with your coworkers. I did say conflict, personality clashes. Or this is just maybe you and your partner don't get along. I think you're reevaluating relationships, period. With family, with friends, co-workers even. Because it looks like you might be giving somebody the silent treatment. Did I talk about moving? I did. There's a delay with moving. I think that there's a chapter here in your life that's about to come to a close. So this could no doubt be a lease agreement. Maybe you might be, there's something here that I think might be moving. Yeah, for some of you, if you have already been looking for a place to live, it feels like you might get the answer that yes. It feels like there's a callback. Like I said, especially if you're a performer, maybe you're going to get the call that you got the gig. This is definitely a call to action. Yeah, there's definitely somebody you're not talking to because of conflict. There's something that maybe you need to see about this situation. I think that your guides are trying to get you to see something. And they're saying whatever you see, the answer is yes. Whatever you're suspecting or whatever your intuition is telling you, I think your guides want you to see that you're right about something here. Especially with all these cards talking about listen to your intuition. If you're not looking for a place right now, you might want to start looking. Maybe you have been looking for a while. Maybe you are waiting for some feedback. I think you're going on some type of an outing, but I think that maybe you've been searching for a while. And maybe you feel like, okay, I'm coming up empty. I haven't found what I'm looking for. I think that you're about to get the call back here. I think the answer is yes. I definitely think somebody's pregnant. I can't stop saying that. And I do feel like somebody could be staying in a relationship because of some type of material gain. Like somebody, they're staying in a relationship because of money. But they're not happy. In fact, they're fighting with their partner. If you haven't heard from someone, you're giving them the silent treatment. It feels like somebody is thinking about picking up the phone and calling you or reaching out and communicating with you. 9 times out of 10, for some of you, this person has already done that, but you have blocked them. You're on somebody's mind. Psyche. You're on somebody's mind. Something going on with, I'm hearing psychological damage. There's an Aquarius here. This might have something to do with your childhood. Maybe something has really left a huge imprint on you. We did talk about daddy issues, right? Thank you, spirit guides. Inner child. So this is what I mean. Either your father shows up, or there's issues surrounding your father that show up. Wherever you feel like there was a disconnect, or wherever this is that you're suffering emotionally. That's what I mean. Like mentally, it feels like you're stuck on something. And I think that you got to get to the root of the issue. That's what we're talking about with counseling. There's a vacation, a need for a vacation, a desire for a vacation here. Are you protesting something? Taurus, definitely. Either you're connected to somebody that has this love of music, maybe music is your first love. Or you're writing music, you're getting some type of inspiration. I did say that maybe you might be getting the gig. You're dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that could be significant to this situation. Yeah. Somebody may need to tell the truth about something. Talk about you have some type of psychic ability. Oh, wow. I can't say it enough. There's baby news here. So maybe you're adopting a baby. Maybe there's a surrogate. Oh, it's a yes. Maybe you are trying to get pregnant, and maybe the answer is yes. Taurus Nation. Because it looks like you've got some good news coming your way. Okay. Like I said, about a promotion, a job, a house. Some good news is definitely coming your way. Possibly even about money. Because it looks like you're having some type of success that's getting ready to come in. I'm trying to see what's going on with this legal situation. It does feel like there's a need to stand your ground when it comes to a legal situation. Maybe you're going to court and maybe somebody needs to be honest about something. If you're going to court, it feels like somebody's playing dirty. Oh, I think you were meant to be an inspiration to people, Taurus, with whatever gift this is that you have. That's what I mean. Did you lose somebody? If you didn't lose somebody, somebody didn't pass away. Oh, this could definitely be somebody from the afterlife reaching out to you, connecting with you in some type of way. Because it looks like you're grieving over something here. If it's not the passing of someone, it feels like you're, like we were talking about this thing with inner child issues. There's a butterfly here. Somebody did pass. Somebody, maybe this is you getting closure. Be a comfort to yourself is the advice. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment all is well. Are you worried that maybe that all is not well? It feels like it. Or you're worried that maybe someone is not well health-wise. Whatever this is, it feels like your guides are trying to get you to find a way to self-soothe, to comfort yourself. If this has something to do with maybe something that has not materialized yet, something that hasn't occurred, and this is something that you're worried about, your guides are saying surrender. That's your way of self-soothing, letting go, not feeling like you always constantly have to have control over something. You're not sleeping. And at the same time, I feel like it could be that maybe you're in pain. If it's not emotional pain, then this is physical pain. Somebody's in the hospital. Somebody's not doing well. Slow down to relax. We talked about that at the top of the reading. This is definitely the takeaway from this reading, is to slow down, relax, change your pace a bit. Again, anxiety, depression. I feel like there's a way your guides are trying to get you to find a way to comfort yourself without feeling like maybe you have to self-medicate. When I say self-medicate, it does not necessarily mean drugs or alcohol. This could mean anything, like any means of distraction, comfort eating, overeating, isolating yourself, being completely antisocial. I don't know, it feels like you've been hurt, or somebody around you is hurt. And somebody might need to find a way to, like I said, comfort themselves. To find a way to, you know what I mean? To raise their vibration. Let go of being a martyr. Find a place between giving and find a balance between giving and receiving. It's not healthy to give so much that you feel ill or exhausted. Is that why you're feeling like you've lost sleep? I think that you're over giving, over committing to certain things. It could be with school. It could be that maybe you feel pulled in so many different directions. Or maybe this is you maybe wanting to help, wanting to make a difference in maybe the lives of other people. I don't know, but I feel like you might be over giving or bending over backwards for the wrong people in some cases. Because it does look like there's a goal that you have. It doesn't seem like you just want to meet this goal. It feels like you want to surpass this goal. For some of you, it feels like there is some type of depression. I did talk about that. It might have something to do with your surroundings. So maybe this is, again, it might be necessary to get out of the four walls of your house or the four walls of your mind and change up your environment. Going outside, it might not seem like it's a big deal, right? But your guides are trying to get you to make some type of change. It feels like you're in some type of stagnant pattern. Are you late for something? Punctuality, maybe that's something that's stressing you out. Or maybe your boss is a stickler for time. Holy Spirit, one last card here for Taurus. Advice. Tap into your spiritual power. Reach out to a power greater than yourself to solve a dilemma. Stay open to its guidance in your life. I believe that this very card came up as the advice for Gemini. And I keep saying Gemini. Or I keep feeling Gemini in your reading. So maybe this is you. Maybe you are on the Taurus Gemini cusp. Maybe you're seeing a lot of butterflies or you're seeing a lot of bugs. I do feel like maybe, random side note, there could be a bug infestation in your house. And I definitely, once again, see connections here with music. So I think you might be getting back to your first love. But whether this is a person or a hobby. Spiritual power. I think that there's a dilemma here that you're trying to resolve. Again, the takeaway is to slow down and relax and to surrender. Because it looks like you're depressed or sad that maybe something is not working out the way that you had hoped. But the advice here, once again, is to surrender when you don't have control over certain situations, when certain things are out of your hand. Your guides are telling you, you got to be able to let go. Surrender to a power greater than yourself. I think that maybe once you let go and stop gripping something, clenching to something so tightly, I think that that might be when you see the answer to something. And I definitely feel like a change of pace or change of environment might help you to think clearer or help you break the pattern in some type of way. I still haven't figured out what this is with this court situation, but whatever the case is, I don't know. I think there might be a delay with that situation, but I think that something might go to court. or you might need to go take care of something at the court building. Something legal, it's just your taxes. All right, Taurus Nation, well, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you felt, Taurus Nation, that this reading helped, thumbs up this video. Leave a comment below. Consider subbing to my channel. I will see y'all next week. Peace out.